Recording. Hello guys, good morning. This is our loop class, right? And we're gonna continue just practicing the problems from our GitHub exercises. Okay, so let me figure out now. So in the loops a exercise, right, we'll just take this one, string iterators.js, and proceed from there. Okay, so in the loops a, I will create a new file, string iterators.js, and let me get the question, right? Okay, from here I will copy the question and I will paste here. So just look at here, right? What is saying? Write a function. Okay, write a function, string iterate. So that is the name of the function. Name of the function that accepts a string as an argument. There is two things, right? Function has, when you call the function, like this, that is, calling the function means you are trying to access the function, right? And function, inside the function you are giving one value, that is called argument. So this is argument, right? That's the value. See what kind of value is this? If I ask you what is this? A string. Okay, here is a hat and here is a salary, right? That is a string. Now each character of a string, so what it says, right, the function should print out. See that is the point, right? Sometimes it will say return, sometimes it will say print out, right? Why? Because here we don't have console log. Okay, we don't have a, what you call that, we don't have console log here, because why we don't have? Once this function run, right, I have to select each of this character and console log it, okay, so that I can print, and that is only possible in the loop, right? So let's write this function and I will explain how the loop does all that work. Okay, string iterates. Yeah, you can write function like this, correct? Or you can do const string iterates equal to function, right? Function. Even this is okay, this is fine. So you can use this one or this one. So I will ask you just use this, right? Better. Okay, this is the, this both is same, no different, right? But now ES6, or maybe the latest trend is this one, right? I mean, in the ES6 we have arrow function. Okay, so we have not learned that one. That will come later. Okay, in ES6 we're gonna learn about arrow function. Right now the only goal is to learn how to basically get through all the basic of the JavaScript, like loops, functions, array, object, different kind of data type, all the operators, right? That is the goal. Okay, that is the main goal, right? Once you really get better with all these concepts, then you're gonna figure out rest by yourself. But we will do some advanced things also, right, later on. Means we're gonna do a lot of projects and all that. So because this is we are passing string as an argument, we have to add one parameter here. So I will call this string, right? This string is what? That's the value, that it holds the value which we pass here. So every time when you call this function, it's gonna tell you to pass one data, right? Something. Okay, if I call the function here string iterates like this, then it's gonna ask me, right, strings, that str is the parameter, anything I have to pass here, anything. So I just need to pass some text, right, like that. Okay, now it's fine. Yeah, so that's how it works, right? Now the question is saying the function should print out each character of the string one by one. The function does not need to return any value. See, the function is not returning anything. It should just print to the terminal. Okay, so what I will delete or leave it there, no problem. So what I have to do now, I just have to print, right? It's very easy. For loop, and we will understand now how the for loop. So for is like a function, right? You executing this function, okay? When this function, this is the, there is for and the bracket, right? It's like a function, okay? Built-in function inside JavaScript, right? And then you have to have this parameter block, right? So the loop, what is loop? Loop means what? Go round and round, right? Just run until certain condition. So how you gonna add condition here? Basically here is 3 statements. So first one is variable, right? Let I equal to 0, okay? And this is the first statement you're gonna do always, right? That is initial value. This value can be anything, right? From 1, maybe 100 sometimes, okay? If you have to go from top to bottom, right? Then you're gonna put 100, okay? Sometimes you start from 0. Why? Because my string, I need to read this value, and that is index 0, okay? So that's why my initial value will be start from 0. Yeah, and then I'm gonna compare now, right? This I, because I must be what? Less than string dot length. So what is the length of the salary, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is exactly 6. Right now this is what? 6. Okay, 6. And I is what? 0. See? That's how you have to look for the value. What is the result, right? If I'm adding something, when I put I here, then look at the value in I. So right now is 0. So 0 is less than 6. That is string dot length, right? Why I put string dot length? Why? Because for this function call, the string is this. Okay, salary, right? This string is what? Exactly this one. This is the string. If I put salary here like this, right, it's okay. But this will always salary, it will be always salary, right? Even when I call this function, that will be salary. When I call this one, it will be salary, right? Salary, okay? So that's why it should be dynamic. Dynamic means what? It should get the value from this one. Yeah? You understand now, right? Okay, now I is 0, but I has to increase every time, okay? So see how it work, I will explain, okay? How it work, I will explain now, right? Let character equal to string square bracket I. Okay. First, what happened, right? This will be evaluated. Always in the code, this will check. I is less than string length. This is, just imagine this is 6 for now. I'm talking about salary, right? In case of salary, it is 6. So 0 is less than 6, yes. Then it will straight enter to the block. This line of code gonna start, right? So it will grab the string I. So I is what? Right now 0. Okay. String 0 means what? I will get the first character. First character is what? That is C, right? I get C now, this C. So this C is stored in character. Character equal to C, like this. See, that is what I have. So I have C now, right? And the question is saying just print that character. So I just do console log. See, that's it. So after this line, okay, only I plus plus happens. So I equal to I plus 1. That's what happened, right? That is here. See that? That is I plus plus is what? I equal to I plus 1. So in memory, there is a variable called I, right? So in memory, there is something called I, okay? It's I, right? So I was 0 before. Now I plus 1 will be, I becomes 1, okay? In the memory, right? So now I is 1. It will check 1 is less than the 6 because string is still the salary, right? I mean, we are not, this loop is not done yet, okay? We are still in this function call. So 1 is less than 6, yes. It will enter inside here. and it's string 1, then I get E, right? So now here will be character E. So character is E, and console log will be E. And after that, it will I equal to I plus 1. So now I was 1 early, so 1 plus 1 will be 2. See? That this piece of code happens inside the block here. Only after everything inside is finished, all the code of line, whatever, maybe here you have 100 line of code, maybe, okay? But at the bottom, right, it gonna happens. It gonna only happens when this condition is true, right? And that's how you get in the block. And then all this statement start working. When it is done, then only this increment happen or decrement, whatever is here, right? Okay, so that is what you have to understand. Now it printed the E again. So again, I equal to I plus 1. So this is I, right? Always this is I. So I is 2 plus 1, that is what? 3 now, right? It will be 3. Okay. So I equal to 3. So here 3 is less than string length. Yes. Soon after that, we go back here. That, inside the block, the first line of code. So if I equal to 3, just imagine I is 3, right? So what is 0, 1, 2, 3? Okay, or maybe I think 2. It was 2, not that, right? It was 2. So now we're gonna get what? The L, right? L. Okay, here will be L, right? L, because if string I, that is 2, will give us L. And you console log, where is console log? Oh, did we delete that? We have console log here, right? Yeah. So we just print L now, okay? And then you do I plus 1. So 2 plus 1, it will be 3, right? Then you get the next one. It will check first here. 3 is less than 6, yes. It will add 3 here. String 3 will get E, right? So that is E again. Then console log E. Then it will, after that, it will go here. So I plus plus, that is 3 plus 1, that will be 4, right? And it will check 4 is less than 6, yes. Then it will enter the block. Every time, as long as this is true, right, the loop will work, okay? Until, even if sometimes you make infinite loop, if you put this in the wrong way, right, it will be keep running until the whole computer memory is finished and it will be crash. Why? If, right, let's say, if I make it as long as I is, what you call that? I is greater than string dot length, right? No, let me make it infinite loop something, right? How I can make that? So you have to string length. This is 6. But for example, right, let's say, like as long as I is less than or equal to, maybe let's say less than, as long as I is less than or equal to what? Okay, let's make it like this. As long as I is greater than or equal to 5, right? It's okay. Or maybe -1, okay? Let's put it like that. See, it will be keep working now, right? No matter what happen, I will be always greater. So it never gonna stop, okay? It will be keep running. And, there will be crash of the memory, okay? So sometimes we do that kind of mistake also. In some situation, you're gonna put the infinite loop and your computer will be keep running until it crashes. So you just have to make sure this condition is correct, right? So we have I less than string dot length. So we are at 4, right? So 4, you get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 R. It will be R. Because string 4 will be R, and you print that r, and now you increase the value. So 4 plus 1 will be 5, right? And 5 will be y, because still 5 is less than 6, and it will get y here, and it's gonna print y, and then you do 5 plus 1, that is 6, and now 6 is less than 6. No, right? Because 6 is equal to 6 but not less than, so it will stop now. See, exactly, every time when you do string dot length or string array dot length, the length is always one bigger than the index. So index is 5 and this will be one bigger, right? So that's why you get all the index item, okay, because of with this condition, right? And that's what happens. So let's run this code, and it's I think this much clear now, right? What happened? Did not work. Okay, so const string iterator function string for loop. Okay, everything looks fine. Console log character string length length. So where is the mistake? So something went something, I don't know why. It's even last time happened same thing with my computer, right? So I just have to close this and restart again. Okay, so now go to the terminal. There's something wrong. Let's see. This looks fine. So let character, so we're just calling this function, right? String iterate, yeah. So function string, that's okay. And something is, I don't know what is pressed, right? It look like something is not correct. Now something went wrong. Okay, this is fine now, right? So string iterate, that is inside here. Okay, so is that yeah, so let's run. Something is wrong here, right? I don't know why. Let's close all this. So I equal to 0, I is less than string dot length, I plus length length stri, and console dot log is character. That is the end of for loop, right? Let's close this. Let's remove this. Save this. And we have that. We have that. We have that. Okay. Let's delete this also. And F5. See, again, I'm just pulling out the new file, right? So, and what wrong I have done? Let I equal 0, I is less than, I is less than. I don't know what is that mistake. Okay, let's delete that file, right? the same thing. I don't know why it's pulling like that, but what is the mistake? Okay, let me write a normal function. Function string iterate str and put this inside, right? Save this. Anyone find the mistake? What happened? So something, I don't know why my computer is giving this problem. See that? It's just not printing, right? So
Hey there.
yeah.
It can say console.log string I without the let character.
No, this is okay. You know that you have to, you know, once you get this character, right? When in the loop you have character string I, okay? So that will give you the character here, C. Now you have to print the character same time, okay? You just have to print the character, right? Char. Save, right? Because one more time I had same issue. You know, there was something wrong with the file, and I don't know why. See? And you just open the new computer, right? I mean new window, okay, always. So I don't know what key is pressed here. Something is wrong with the. Okay, let me try the next file, right? Let me try, okay? Let's go back, but that will work, okay? That code will work, right? There is no issue with that code. Let's try the next one. Events.js, right? Let's see. So I'll just create a new file here, and let's copy this. So write a function events, right? Max. So max accept a number as an argument. So this function accept a number as an argument, right? The function should print all positive even number. Now see even number, right? So now you understand how the loop work, okay? I will just do it quickly. So we just have function even, right? Events, and it says it receives the max number. Okay, I mean this is just a number, right? Anything you pass here, 11 or 8, like that. That's just a number. So it says the function should print now all positive even numbers, even number, odd, and there is even and odd number, right? So just need to print. Okay, so I will write a for loop now. I need to go say even number that are less than the max. Okay, so I will write a loop, right? Like this, let I equal to 1. The number, I don't need to put 0, right? Because, you know, I need to find even number from 1, 2, 3, like that, until basically less than max. Okay, so I will start from 1, and I'll say if I is less than max, okay? Because I don't have to count for max. If I do equal to, then it will be consider max also, including, right? But no, I just need to less than max. Keep it like that. And I plus plus. Yeah. Now that's it. I have the number here, right? I will check if I is the number, right? How am I gonna check if it is even or not? 2 is equal to 0. See? So in I divide by 2 mod 2, right? What will be the answer? If you do, let's say inspect. Let's say 1, right? 1 mod 2. See, you get 1, right? See that? If the number is less, you're gonna get that. But in case of 2 mod 2, you get 0. See? 0, right? Then you get 3 mod 2. See, you get 1, right? So all the even number you're gonna get, you're gonna receive, the remainder will be 0, right? So that remainder 0 is equal to 0. That is true. So that means we know that is what? That is even number, okay? So what I will do, I will say, okay, console log console log I, because every time I is even, it will be condition true here, and that time I just gonna print I, and I'm done. So let's run this code. Okay. Why? What is the wrong here? Oh my god, something is here, right? I need to close all that. Something is not correct in my debug. Let's see. Close all that. Close that.
That looks perfect.
No, it's correct.
It's perfect.
You are running two functions.
You
are running two functions. It's correct.
Yeah, but see here in my console, debug console, right? There is something. I just need to close. See that it's working. It's working everything, right? But I have so many files here. I cannot believe that. See that? Okay, I will just close. I'll just close all this, right? So clear console. Okay. Terminal is okay. So there was something, right? VS Code CSS is active. I don't need all that, Debugging, I guess. No, I don't need. Launch program. So how am I gonna clear all that, right? It was working, everything was working, right? But so launch even here. Even okay, so that is fine, right? So okay, that is fine. See that? So all the see that all that what you call that even number is printed. Okay. So in the string also, right? Let's see if this work. Oh, it's still this printing something like this, right? So something wrong with here. Okay, I will figure that out. Leave it, but you guys can try, right? Just give a try. Okay. But there is something wrong with the file name. Okay, so this is you see now how it worked, right? That was easy part. Okay. It gonna this one, right? You're gonna check here 1 mod 2 equal to 1. No, right? Because you're gonna get 1 here. 1 equal to 0, that will be false, so it will do nothing. Now I plus plus. Remember in the loop after that it's gonna happen I plus plus. So now I become 2. Now 2 is less than 11. Yes, it will enter the block and check 2 mod 2, that is 0 equal to 0. Yes, true, right? And it will print that because this will make the number even. Okay, when this is true, that I will be even number, and that is the idea. So yeah, so that's the one. Hopefully that will be clear. Just let me know if any doubt, right? Just ask me. Okay, you can talk, no problem. So let's look at here now. 5 multiple of JS, right? Let's do this. So in here, as long as you now understand how the loop work, right? It's all about solving more problems now. Okay, so copy this. So write a function named 5 multiple of. See, that accepts a number as an argument. So our function has argument as a number. Here is 7, right? Now the function should print out the first 5 multiple of the given number. Okay, the function does not need to return anything, right? Any value. It should just print in the terminal. Okay, the function, and we write 5 multiple of and that's it. And then it has one argument. Then I just call this number variable. Now inside here, so the what is this means? A first 5 multiple of a given number. Okay, multiple means, remember in our when we learning in class 2 3 4 5, 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4, 2 3 is 6, something like that, right? We just have to print until 5. Okay, so 7 1 is 7, 7 2 is 14, 7 3 21, 7 4 28, and 7 5 35. Similarly in 3, right? 3, 2 is 6, 3 is 9, and 4 is 12, and 5 is 15. So that is what we have to do. This will be very easy, right? Now you guys know the loop. Just write a for loop. Let start from 1. You start from index will be our multiplication number, right? So I equal to 1. I is less than. So we have to go until 5 times, right? So 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let's equal to 5 also. 1 2 3 4 5. So I have to make sure it's up to 5, and then increase by 1 every time, right? Now I just console log. It says just console log, right? I times 7 1 is 7, that is number, right? Or why not I put 7 1 is 7, 7 into 1, right? I. So that's it. I is 1, 7 times 1, it will print. Next time I become 2, 7 times 2. Next time I become 3, 7 times 3. Next time I become 4, 7 times 4. Next time I become 5, 7 times 5. Next time I become 6, and it will say 6 is less than equal to 5. No, it will stop. So we're done, right? So this was easy. Okay, I know that you guys know this one already. So run this. Look at that. 7 14 21 28 35 3 6 9 12 15. Okay, that's good. Let's move at the next one. Sum up to 1 2 3 4 3 4, right? See, this will be also easy part. Let's do it. The function sum up to max. So you just sum the number, right, up to max. So start from 1 2 3 4, right, like that. Okay, so this will be, and it just says return, right? Return the total sum, return it. No need to print, return, right? So function will return one value, that is the sum, and that's what it gonna, this console log, right, will print. Because when I call this function inside the console log, it will get the data, right? It will just return something here. Okay, so function, one second, I'll just give me a second. There is some noise. I have to keep the noise down. Okay, that's in the phone in loud noise, Okay, so function, what is the function? Sum up to, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna put the max as our max variable, right? Max is a variable. This is called parameter, this is called argument. Okay, so the parameter is max. Parameter is a variable. See, even when I click on the max, right, it is showing parameter, and the name is max, equal to any data, right? Any data. So data is here 4, this case 5, this case 2. Okay, see, everything browser is, the VS Code is telling us, right? So I need to sum from, I always remember, right, when in what is the output. Okay, you try to create that variable here. So let sum equal to, right now it's 0, the value is 0. Okay, and then I'm going to write for loop. So let I equal to, I need to start from 1 because there is no point of adding 0 to the sum, right? No point. Okay, so I start from 1. I is less than, so it says to the max also, so inclusive, right? See that is important, right? So I have to include max also, and then I plus plus. Now, so I have the number here, right? I have the number. I need to start adding now 1, right? Because this will change to 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever until here, right? So in the loop, when this condition is true, I must go inside, it will go inside the loop. So right now I have I equal to 1. I must add it to the sum. So how I can do sum plus equal to I, right? This is same like sum. You just call the sum variable and assign the new value, like whatever in the sum plus I. That's the same. So this is shortcut, right? Sum plus equal to means you assign the value to the sum. So you grab whatever in the sum. So first time it will be 0 plus 1. So now it will get, sum will get 1 here, right? 1 like this. Okay, then now what happened after this? I plus plus, right? I equal to I plus 1. So I is 1 and add 1, right? So 2. So this I will be now 2. It check 2 is less than max. Yes, max is 4 right now. Then it enter here, right? So it will do this one. The sum equal to, now it has 1. The sum will be 1 plus 2. That will be 3, right? So now, because when you do variable equal to new value, so this variable will change to 3 now in the memory, okay? And it will do this again. So I is what? 2 plus 1, that is 3. So here will be 3 in the memory, right? And 3 is less than 4. Yes, that is true, right? Then we enter here. So sum equal to means 3 plus I, right? That is 3. That will be 6 now. Change here now 6. Okay. Now this happened now. I plus plus, right? So 3 plus 1, that will be I equal to 4. So 4 is less than or equal to 4. Equal to 4. That's true. Then you're gonna do this, right? That is what? 6 plus I, that is 4. It will be 10. 10, right? 10. Now I plus plus. So I will be 5, right? 5. And 5 is less than equal to max. That is 4. No, right? Then this is stuff. Then you are outside here, right? And JavaScript will return something. If you don't return anything, it will return undefined, okay? But you return what? Now we have a variable sum here. See, this is a block, right? Whole thing is inside the block, but this is outside in the JavaScript. So you have access to the sum here. That's why we keep this outside, right? If you keep here, let sum equal to 0, then every time when you repeat, right, this will become 0 all the time, okay? So always keep the answer, your final product, outside of loop. The value must be outside, right? And you return the sum. That's it. So that's how it works. So most of the time you're going to create some storage, like some kind of a placeholder. Then you're going to have a loop, and then you return that placeholder, okay? Most of the problem will be like this. So let's change this back now to our normal. I equal to 0, I less than max, I plus plus. Yeah, delete this one. We don't need this. Save now and run now, right? Run. So we get 20, 25, and 3, right? So there is something wrong, correct? So because I have a sum 10 already, so I start adding from there. Okay, so I need to keep it 10, right? 0. And run again. and 10, 15, and 3. See that? So yeah, so let's look at the next one now. This one, no O, right? No O, no O. Okay. So copy this. So write a function named no-o that accepts string as argument. The function should print the character of string one by one, except the character O. And function does not need to return anything. It just print, right? Okay. Let's write function no-o, and it has a string parameter. So I need to print something. So I don't have to store anything. So I just need to write a for loop. So string iteration index will be 0, and then I less than string dot length. Yeah, len length, and then I plus plus. So I 0 is less than 4 because first time is code, right? That is 4 length. This is 4, and I is 0. 0 is less than 4, true. Then let character, I just stored in character, okay, this first string value, right? Or every index string I will store here. That's it. So I'm gonna get C now, right? C. Now I will check, right? What if, I will just check if this character is not equal to O, then please print this. See, simple logic. Done, right? So this character is a accept the O, don't print the O, okay? So I said if this character is not equal to O, then print, right? Then just print that character. So okay, let's run this now. It will be fine. Is that okay? So see, you have CDE, the first one, and SCHL, right? SCHL, see? Good. That was easy, right? You guys know that already. Okay. So odd sum now. So you did last time, okay, we print even, right? Let's find the odd now. Same thing, now once you know basic idea, right, you're gonna figure out. Copy this. So just add all the odd number, okay? So write a function and return, right? It says return the total sum. That's the line, return total sum. So function odd sum, and it has a max as a parameter. That's the number, right? So I need to return the one number, okay? That is sum equal to, right now I'll just put 0. Then I'm gonna write for loop, right? I'll start I from 1, and I is less than what? So it says inclusive, right? Max inclusive. So I need to add the max also, right? I have to include the max also. So let's do it max and I plus plus, okay? Now, right, I'm gonna check if I mod 2, right, that is not equal to, okay, 0. That will give me a true. So all the odd, right, odd sum. Yeah, all the odd will be not equal to 0. So if I get something like 1, right, let's say here is 1. So 1 is not equal to 0. See that? And that I need to get that. The 1 will be not equal to 0. That will be true. Then I'm going to add it, right? So sum plus equal to what? I, right? I. Because that's the number I'm going to counter. That is my number. I is the number. And that is what I'm adding to my sum. So this I is 1. Next time will be 2 is even, so 3 is odd, 4 is even, in 5 will be odd, so in case of 5 it will be true, and then we go enter here and add that. 6 is even, 7 is odd, so it can add 7. So it will be 8 is even, 9 is odd. So that's how it works, right? So 1 3 5 7 9, it will be added, and 25 will be in the sum, and after the loop is finished, the function will return something, but I will just return my sum, right? And the sum is 25, that is returned by function here. When you call the function, it will return the number or the whatever the return, right, value, and that console log 25 will be printed here. See that? Clear? Let's run this, and we get 25 and 9, right? Okay, so let's look at the next one. String repeater. See that? Let's do this. So copy this, write a function string repeaters. I'll just copy this, right, and call this function string repeater. So see here what is saying, right? The function should return a new string. Okay, to return a new string, so let new string equal to, right now I'm gonna make empty string as a placeholder. Okay, repeated number of time, right? See the num times. So here is a 2 argument, right? The value string and the number. The parameter is string and the number, right? Okay, so I need to repeat this many time, and how am I gonna do that? Loop, right? For let I equal to, you can put 0 or 1 is okay, right? Because here does not matter, we're not using the index. Okay, I just want the loop to repeat the num time, right? So if I less than equal to num, I plus plus, so now my loop will run 4 times. Okay, and every time what I will do, right, I will call the new string my storage plus equal to, and I'm just gonna add that string, right? That's it. I'm just adding this q in every loop. So the first time it will add q here like this. Second time again it will be q, right? Added q plus q, right? Third time again is new string, so it here will be q, right? Third time it will add again q, right? q plus q will be 3q, so it will be here like that. And fourth time also again 3q plus q will be fourth q. It will be look like this, right? See, and now you return, so return what? New string, right? Save that. So that's how it works. Okay, so let's delete this empty string and move that and run this. See that? So whatever time is this, right, the loop runs that number of time, and every time you just do something here. You can do whatever you want here, right? Okay, so product up to, right? So you have to just multiply from 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 7 like that. That's the same thing. Okay, the one we did yesterday. Divide by either js, right? Either. Okay, so okay, I will do this. Divide by. Okay, so there is 2 left. Let's do this, and then we will move to the next one. So copy this. So this is same thing like a sum, right? So function, let's copy this one quickly. I will write a function product up to, and so the only thing is, right, I have to go until this number, grab 1, 2, 3 and all that, right? So let result, right, or product maybe equal to 1. If I put 0 here, and I don't want to multiply 0 with the number, okay? So, and then I'm going to loop, right? You start from 1 because it's product. So it says include or no? Include 4 also, right? Inclusive. Okay, so include 4 also. So that is max and I plus plus. Now what we will do, we'll just result multiply by, right, equal to I. And then when the loop is done, what's going to happen? We just return, right, the result. Clear? Simple. So it will be 1 on the first time, and 1 is less than 4. Yes, it will go inside again. Then it will multiply 1 by 2, that is added 2 to the result, and this will be 3, and it will check 3 less than 4. Yes, it will go here, and then 2 basically multiply by 3, right, and add it to the result again, that will be 6, and it will increase by 1 again, so that is 4. 4 is less than equal to 4. Yes, equal to 4. Yes, true, right? And then it will go inside here, so 3 times 4, and that is what is stored in the result. So after that you return that. So that's how it works. So you just have to understand this loop, okay? I mean, how the loop is running, right? Once you navigate that, you know, it will become easy. Not just solve, right? You need to really understand how the loop is working line by line, okay? How it is repeating, right? What happened every step. That is the point here. You just don't spend time solving the problem. You just do one problem, but please understand the loop and write down, right, what happened each time, because the loop will run certain time, right? And you practice with couple of problems, okay? Once you can figure that out, then you're gonna solve any problem with the loop, okay? So let's do one more, and then we're gonna stop here. So this is what, divide by something. Write a function named divide by. So there is 3 parameter, num1, num2 and max, right? That accepts 3 number as an argument. The function should print out all positive numbers less than max that are divisible by num1 or num2. So this is num1, num2, right? And we have to find the number which is divisible by number 1 and num1 and num2, right? So let's find that one. So see, here is a 3, right? Print 3, 4, 6. Okay, so either 4 can divide or 3 can divide, but not both, right? So, I mean, here is just 3 and 4, so anyone is okay, right? Any can be okay. So let's copy that. So function, and yeah. So first, you know, I mean, we just have to print, right? It says just print, okay, in the terminal. So let's write a for loop, and we have to find the number, okay, until max. So let start from 1, okay, and I is less than max. So okay, so less than max only, no inclusive, right? I plus plus. Let I equal to 1. Guys, here is mistake. And so I just have to console log, right? So console dot log what I have to console log, okay, the number, right, number. So I will check if condition, if I is I mod, right, the num1, okay, number 1 is equal to 0, or I, right, I mod number 2 is equal to 0. Okay, either this can divide or this can be equal to 0, right? Means, let's say in case of 4, right? Oh, sorry. Let's say 1, nothing can happen. 2, nothing. 3. So 3 can divide 3 here, right? So you're gonna console log that I only. Clear? So as long as one of them is true, right, you're gonna get the true value here in case of OR. If this is true, then you have true value, or this is true, then you have true. When you have true, that means that is the one of the number which divide by num1 or num2, and that's why you print it. And done, right? So let's do that. So 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, you know, see that, or 12, 15 until 15, and then again start from 5, 5, 7, 10, 14, 15, right? See. Okay, so that was the story here. What I will do, right, I will stop recording and then I'm going to start again, right, because this video will already more than 1 GB now, and we're going to continue after that again for C, and then we're going to go to the other one. Okay.